What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video, and in today's video I want to do something slightly different. Today it's not going to be about charts and price action. In today's video I'm going to explain to you why it's so important and why actually so many people are right now investing into cryptocurrencies, shares and just other investments. And in this video we're going to go through exactly the reasons why it's so important and what you really have to consider right now, because these are very important things for your future. So we're going to go through all of that. But guys, before we do that, do me one massive favor, hit the like button. And guys, if you're not subscribed already, hit that subscribe button. I think if we have 3 or 4 more subscribers, we are at 5,800. So let's get that 5,800 by this video. And guys, I haven't given up on my goal. My goal is 10k subscribers this year. So if you want to do something great today, do a nice thing, hit the subscribe button if you haven't done so yet. That will really make me happy. But now, let's dive into today's video. If I'm a bit out of breath, or if I sound a bit out of breath, that is because I've just killed basically a workout. By the way, guys, let me tell you one thing. I know this is nothing related to this video, but this is also important. If you need positivity in your life, or if you feel like you need to push yourself, try this out, guys. Exercise every single day for 1 month. See how that goes. Let me know. Trust me, that will change your life. I can just say it from my experience, guys. I've been exercising maybe 10 years, and that's definitely changed my life. No joke, guys. Exercise has changed my life. Anyways, in today's video, let's talk about why people are investing into Bitcoin, cryptocurrencies, shares, and precious metals, and why I think it's so important. So let's start with the basics, and these basics are not rocket science stuff, but it's important for everybody to understand. And I think the average person don't understand, or does not understand, this particular thing, this economic thing in the world. So then let's break this down. Now let's start with one example. Right now in the US, there's a $1.9 trillion package, a stimulus package. Basically that means another 1.9 trillion with a T, $trillion. I don't think people can understand how much 1 trillion is. 1 trillion, I mean, a billion is huge. A trillion, 1.9, well, that's almost $2 trillion basically being printed now into the system for stimulus. Now, guys, I'm not against helping people. Governments need to help people. However, first of all, out of this $1.9 trillion, a small percentage goes to these people as free money. Where does the rest of the money go? To these big corporations, to bailouts, bail them out, and all these kind of schemes that to help these big companies that are too big to fail, right? They're too big to fail. But in this video, it's not really about that. That's another thing on its own, whether it's right or wrong. My point is, right now, in these times, and this is not just right now, I mean, the last year, the last 12 months have been crazy, right? And governments around the world, I mean, let's talk about the US first. The US has been printing trillions and trillions of dollars. Now, I don't think most people really understand, especially the people that are not into this kind of economics, really understand the effects this will have down the line. And this is what I kept trying to tell you since this whole pandemic started. I mean, if you're a really old subscriber, and I did a video like a year ago telling you guys, watch out what's going to come. And at that time, I think Bitcoin was $6,000, $7,000. And I was telling you guys, I was giving you the warning. And I was telling you guys, I was giving you the warning right then. And I've been talking about precious metals as well. If you haven't seen that video, you can scroll back quite a while and you will see those videos. But guys, the point is here. All this free money, all this money printing, what happens? What happens, guys? Right, let me make it very clear. If you have a diluted drink, now I've said this example once, but I think I need to say it again for the new people out there if they don't know. I'm sure everybody knows this, but just in case. You have a cup, right? You want to have a diluted drink. You pour in a bit of diluted drink and you pour the water. Now, what happens if you pour more and more water into the diluted drink? Basically, the drink becomes tasteless. And this is an example with money, with currency, right? The American government keep printing and printing dollars. What happens is the dollars that are currently in existence have less power value. Now, I know you might be asking yourself, well, I didn't really see major differences since last year. I mean, prices are not really crazy. Now, to be fair, guys, I've definitely noticed prices going up, especially with the food shopping, supermarket food shopping. I mean, compared to last year, things have been going up. I mean, I can say this from my experience, and I think if you check this properly, I think you will agree with me. However, the real inflation hasn't even kicked in yet, okay? This is not even kicked in yet. Whether it's gas prices, if you're paying now fuel on your car, right, you're filling up your tank, compared to last year, the prices have been going up. So many other things have been going up. Now, I know what you guys are thinking. Well, I didn't feel any major difference. Just wait, guys. It takes time. Why does it take time? Here's why. Right now, most countries are in lockdowns. So all this money is not changing hands. The money is sitting in places, in businesses, and people, in banks, or in different places, but the money is not circulating. Now, once lockdowns ease, right, things won't get back to normal for a long time, but once people could literally travel and businesses can operate and all that kind of thing, what's going to happen then? That's when all this money will come into circulation and moving around. Now, what happens then? When all this money is moving in circulation, naturally, there will be a high money flow in the circulation, so prices will rise because, if there's so much money in circulation, and the demand is there for the items, right, for the products. Let's say a shop is selling a certain item and there's so much money available to buy this item. Naturally, what's going to happen is this shop will increase the price on the item because they have so much people out there that are willing to pay, right? And this is just basically with everything else. Money is right now sitting around, not moving much. Now, this wouldn't take days or weeks or months, but this will happen over the years, guys, over the years. Now, guys, mark my words. If you don't believe me, save this video and come back in 2-3 years from now and you tell me I was wrong, because I'll tell you one thing. If I was wrong, I'll give you $1,000 right now. But now, on a serious note, guys, this is what's going to happen. Now, I know governments are telling you don't worry about inflation. The maximum inflation rate is 2%. If you really believe those things, you must be daft, and I feel bad for you guys. And this is nothing to hate against governments or things like that. Guys, my videos are to help you. I mean, what governments do, I can't control, you can't control, and none of us can. And whether we agree on that or not, it's a different story. However, our aim is to protect ourselves, because we can't protect the world, we can't protect the governments. We can only try our best to protect ourselves. And this is my aim of my videos. This is why the smart businesses, what are they doing right now? They know what's going on. They have been, in this field for a long time. They're experienced. They're not people that watch BBC News and take what they say on BBC News and then decide from there. Guys, mainstream media in the first place shouldn't be watched. It's full of garbage. But the point is, guys, smart people are taking the opportunity right now. Why is that? They know what's going to happen in a few years' time from now. And what are they doing? All their cash reserves sitting in the bank, just doing nothing, like savings or cash reserves. Where are they putting it? Crypto, Bitcoin, other cryptocurrencies, shares, stock prices. I mean, look at many companies, share prices are rising. And I've spoken about that before, why it's rising. And the simple reason is, or precious metal. Now, we'll talk about precious metal in a bit, but why is everything rising? Because people don't want to be sitting on cash in the bank, because they know it's going down in value. Over the long run, it will be worth much less. The purchasing power will be much, much less, and they want to protect their wealth. And this is why I keep telling you guys, when you buy Bitcoin, when you buy shares, when you buy precious metal, don't look at it for 1 week to the next, whether the price goes down a few dollars, up a few percent, down a few percent. You have to look at it at the long term, because that's where your real returns will be. Now, we talk about precious metals as well, because right now precious metals has been underperforming like terrible, right? Bitcoin has been going up like crazy. Shares have been doing very well. However, precious metal, gold and silver, hasn't been doing too good in the last 6 months. Last year had a bit of a spike, but right now, the last few months, it's been performing very, very bad. Now, guys, I've spoken about my opinions on precious metal before. I believe it's important to diversify, whether you have crypto. I mean, to me personally, crypto is the best investment potentially as a percentage return. However, you need to diversify, okay? And whether it's buying some shares and precious metal, in my opinion, it's good to have all of them. Now, precious metal, why I believe hasn't been doing well, it's because obviously Bitcoin has been taking the hype, but I still believe precious metal will do well. I believe there's place for both of them, place for all of them, because guys, what you have to understand is there's so much money getting printed right now. And by the way, we just spoke about the US. Think about every other country in the world. I mean, here in the UK, I know the governments have been printing billions and billions. I don't know the exact number because that changes every day. Every day they announce a new a fund for this, a new scheme for that. And people out there, I'll give you an example. Yesterday I see this post, right? $2 billion being a scheme for the London buses or the the buses in England transport, whatever. Whether it's a waste of money or not, that's another story. I believe it's a waste of money. £2 billion spending on transport. I mean, let's be realistic, guys. I see all these buses one after another empty. I mean, think how much money that costs, and then think about the environment when they tax us all for environment excuses, but these buses create so much pollution and all the traffic they create because of the... Anyways, let's not go into that. But the point is, this $2 billion for transport, where do you think this comes from, guys? It's money created, money, currency printed, currency created. And guys, this is England, US. I mean, England alone is hundreds of billions. US alone is trillions. I mean, Canada, Australia. I mean, just every country under this planet is printing money, printing currency. You can't even call it money because it's just things out of thin air. Now, what you have to understand is all this will affect us. People think this no big deal. They don't feel it. They feel like, oh, the government is giving us free money. It's great. Believe me, it's the worst. Well, let's not go into that, what's bad, what's good. But the point is, all this will affect your current currency that you hold now. This is why I'm telling you right now, be smart. Put your money now into places if you want to preserve it, right? And this goes for everybody. It doesn't mean, people think that you have to be wealthy or you have to have money to invest. It's not true, guys. My videos are to help the average person. I'm not here to make the rich people richer. I'm here to just simply give you my opinions and to help the average person, because I know one thing, that the average people are the ones who are going to suffer the most out of this whole crisis. The rich people are out there are getting richer because they understand everything. They know what's going on. They have money to put in places to create more money, right? And the average person is the one that will suffer the most. Unfortunately, that's what the governments are doing, okay? Look at the richest people in the world. Their net worth, I mean, look at Jeff Bezos, right? His net worth has gone up by billions over this pandemic. I mean, and look at all the average people, the opposite. They are basically getting jobless and all that kind of thing. So this is sad. This is what I'm telling you guys. You don't have to be rich to invest. And like a common myth out there, people think whether you invest in Bitcoin, you have to buy a Bitcoin and they say, wow, Bitcoin is almost $60,000. I don't have $60,000 to invest. That's wrong, guys. You can invest $100 a month. You can invest whatever amount you could afford. And this is what I'm trying to say. If you have an income and you invest 10-15% of your income every month, this could potentially change your life down the line. So, guys, be smart out there. This is more or less what I wanted to talk about in today's video. You need to take action now. Otherwise, you will regret it down the line. And this is just my opinion, guys. Of course, always do your own research, but guys, there is nothing complicated what I just said. I mean, think about it. It's very, very simple. Money printed. What happens is your money is diluted. Now, again, I explained why you don't feel that major inflation right now, but it will come. There's no getting away with it. There's no pushing off or giving excuses. It will happen. Whether you like it or not, it will happen. So act now. And as I said, when you invest into crypto, precious metals, shares, don't look at the small picture, what happens every week, a drop here, drop there. You need to look at it as a long run, put it this way, it's like your saving account. So if you have a saving account, you don't care every day where the balance is. Your aim is to have the saving account, let's say when you retire or something. Anyways, whatever reason it is, this is the way you should look at your investments. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching this video. Like this video, guys. Hit the subscribe button if you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye now.